Okay, my friends, I am back for another session of the Final Fantasy X Masters Mod by Karifean. Now, one thing that I need to do, actually, again, basically after every session I kind of have a chat with Karifean, just kind of report in on what I've been up to and how it went, and he asked me something that literally went through my mind, and then I kind of forgot when I was in Besaid. And that was after I beat Dark Ixion. In my head, I was kind of like, I was thinking of people. So this was kind of, just so you know, stuff going through my head that I don't always commentate on. I was thinking about all those people that kind of forgot the Destruction Sphere in Besaid, and they have to beat Dark Ixion to get through to it, or they forgot Energy Blast, and like the fact that beating Ixion can unlock a few of those things. And in my head, I was like, I wonder if anything is unlocked as a result of doing that in this playthrough. And I was like, probably not based on this mod, but I didn't properly actually check it out. And then I ended up forgetting to. Now, one thing Karifean asked me was, after I completed Dark Ixion, did I check the shop in Besaid? And the answer was no. And all he said in his typical kind of vague Karifean style was like, maybe you should check it out. He didn't tell me what's in it, but we should have a look. So let's head back to Besaid to do a little kind of interlude before we continue with Ixion here. Gonna have to run back one more time. God, the music of Besaid is so nice. At least we get to listen to it for a brief time. Ah, shit, I forgot the encounters. What is this? That CTB looks a little dodgy. That looks a little sketch. What's happening here? Why is this dingo so big? What? We have no encounters at this stage. Okay. So I guess these are completely optional, just kind of encounters that normally you wouldn't ever need to encounter. But if for whatever reason you're coming back and you forget to put no encounters on... Oh, God. Okay. No overdrives here either. Look at the amount of turns, though. 3 turns from the dingo. Holy crap. Where do we even start here? Still 2 turns. It's probably going to take me out in one go. I'm going to trust in evade encounter here. From Waka. I think he's got the evade encounter. Yeah, this is not how I was hoping to start the sesh. Oh, God. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. That's slightly better, I guess. So maybe it always goes for Lulu. It's possible. What happened there? Okay, that worked. Can we do something like a zombie attack? I think I'm just going to sit for now. I need to get rid of this bloody dingo. Let me switch back to this. I'm assuming death probably won't work. Worth a try though. Yeah. Go back to sleep. But it heals from physical damage, that's nuts. I need to get the sensor back. What is going on here? Let's try a double cast Thundaga here. It might heal from this as well. He might have just completely trolled us here. Oh my god. Good lord. It's harder than the Dark Aeons. Yeah, Karifean had some fun with this. But I think we should be able to get it done here. 22,000 still. Okay. We're just gonna wait. Okay, good enough. That will do. Okay. So now, we need to get ourselves into null HP. Let me get someone faster out there. Yeah, we're not going to null tide our way through that. Controller playing up again. Trying to press stuff, it's not working. I wonder if she one-hit KOs herself with a Fire Raga. She probably would. So I'm going to wait. Do that. Oh my god, she's so powerful, man. How is she so powerful? Even Yuna got destroyed. Okay, let's speed this up now. Heal her up. Why did I heal her? She came back with odd HP anyway. Just being silly now. Now I'm just being silly. Yeah, this encounter's completely thrown me off. Alright, this time we got that working. And another one. Of course she didn't go into SOS. Okay. Do this. Then we can put Reflect on. Very well. Okay. Can Bio punch through Reflect? Honestly, I kind of forget. No. Basically, I feel like if I cast Reflect on myself, it's going to start bouncing everything off. And then just straight back onto itself. What a mess. Literally gonna Grand Summon Ixion to take care of this for me. And surely Ixion can. This would be embarrassing if we lose. Could happen. Could definitely happen. But at least we'll find out what kind of damage we're dealing with here. It's immune. Oh man. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, son. Well, this session started not how I was expecting. What do you want from me here? What am I supposed to do? Probably going to have to bounce a bio off. Okay. So, select myself. And then get that bio off. There you go. And now we wait. It did take damage, right? So we needed to use poison damage to overcome it here. Can I get like some AP for this? For these ridiculous encounters. Or maybe some red spheres. That would be nice. So yes, now let's please remember to put that on. Good God. The Karifean trying to mess with anyone who forgets to put their no encounters on when they're coming back to Besaid. Okay. So before I was rudely interrupted. Ah, interesting. Okay. Ah. Nice, so you still get to learn Energy Blast, that's cool. Aha. Wait. No way. Haha. Sheesh. He's not setting strength spheres, of course, and no magic spheres, but this is interesting to say the least. Now, I'm gonna need some of that. Right. Now, who couldn't activate? Kimari. So, yeah, that's why he asked me to come back. Very easy to miss. I think if you didn't have like a direct line on Karifean there, that would drive you crazy. You'd have to look at like the readme or something. Just to kind of check what the hell's going on. Like, is this intended or is it not? Okay, so that's good. Now, also another thing he mentioned, basically he was curious what I did with the special spheres, and he said, oh, you don't want any more evade and counter then. And I completely forgot the special spheres are used for that, because obviously it's just different from vanilla. So vanilla brain kind of strikes again there. And I guess I do have one more left if I want to make an evade and counter. It would have helped against Ixion, for sure. But for now, we kind of live with it. Let me have another look at this. This is really interesting. I don't think I'm going to buy any at this stage. I think the main one that's obviously interesting is going to be the Luck Sphere and Fortune Sphere combination. If there's going to be any enemies that we're really struggling to hit, which might even begin with Shiba, then we'll need to take a look at that, but for now at least we'll leave it as it is. So I think I'm going to head back, and we're going to try and take on Dark Ixion, Mark II. Well, the second Dark Ixion fight. Calling it Mark II may sound like an updated version, but it's not.
We're counting.
Yeah, the first one, when I told Karifean like what type of strat I use, he was like, "Wow, like that's interesting." I think he said that. I think he said I'm the first person he's heard of that's done it that way, so that's kind of interesting and fun, and that's the kind of thing I always enjoy. Try and do something a little bit different. Sometimes you're going to do things pretty much exactly the same way everybody else does it, but I guess now and then you're going to have a bit of a different approach, which is kind of nice. So let me get to the save sphere first. And prepare for battle. But yeah, evade and counter, definitely useful. But I want to see to what extent I can kind of get away with not having it for now. So we'll largely keep things as they are for now. And we'll kind of see what we need. Maybe Riku needs an evade and counter on this one. I don't know. Start with... I think we'll do the same combination here because I've got my two users. I can just save over this one. Alright, here we go. Dark Ixion, version 2. Dark Ixion 2. Bring it on. Come, buddy. Should be here soon. Alright, let's go. Now, is this going to be more or less difficult? I mean, obviously historically Ixion 2 is easier than Ixion 1, barring Thor's hammer. But maybe this time it's not. So, crazy overdrives. Maybe it just immediately launches in with Quartet of 9 for this one. Very possible. I don't have too many more of these left, so I kind of need to be careful. I can't spam too many. I think I'm just going to go with Silence Grenade for now. Yeah, same mechanics. So it looks like an even more difficult version. So I think what I did for the first fight is not going to work for this one, which is already going to make it quite interesting. If it does use Quartet of 9 especially. Yeah, not good. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, so for anyone who kind of bypassed some stuff previously, not this time. So yeah, maybe that evading counter is looking a little bit of a better option now. At least that way I wouldn't need to really put darkness on, because obviously you're guaranteed to evade when that's the case. Yeah, this is going to be rough without evading counter, and that's why he gave you the special spheres. Yeah, this is trouble. This is trouble. Now, if it's silenced, it only kills people one at a time, so maybe I'm going to have to use this to kind of just quick charge overdrives and overdrive spam. I would like to hold on to my evade and counter option, if I can. So, let's begin. Of course, I did talk to him again about the Demi, and as I say, I mean, it's just one of those, it is what it is. Obviously, a lot of people have been using Demi at this stage of the game. It's no surprise, given how powerful it is. Yeah, so those overdrives are going up rapidly. I think this time maybe we're better off trying to see if we can find a way to survive the whole, like, Thor's hammer and whatever. Guess now we can throw in one of those. Okay. Some overdrives for you. Evade and counter. Okay. Yeah, as I've been saying, we can't use too many Mega Phoenixes. It's very dangerous. And I guess we need to find out how we can deal with the overdrive sequence. It's probably going to use Energize on its next turn. I think I want to go... No, please. Shit, I thought it was going to energize. Fine. Just want to see if it's playing out exactly the same and he's just shifted the fight forward. So far everything looks exactly the same. Yeah, the trouble is obviously Thor's hammer is going to do a guaranteed quad 9 on everybody. So you kind of need like auto life to survive it. Now the one thing The one thing that's different is I didn't see Silence Proofify, so that's a good sign. Okay. So at least this one I'm going to be forced to approach it a little bit differently. It's definitely going to look different to the previous one. Right, we're going to have this guy. This one I think we can, like, to a much greater extent, we can hang out in low HP if we have some kind of SOS overdrive stuff going on. Yeah, you can definitely see why evading counters is going to be huge for this fight. If you have it. If you've got 3 evading counters, I think this fight, because you can put silence on and keep it on, it automatically makes it very, very powerful. So I think overdrive modes, we're going to probably make it comrade for everybody here. Really make use of that quartet of 9. Let's see. Just thinking, should we just have Lulu in there immediately so that she can just get going with the damage as quickly as possible? Maybe. So we'll try a run like that. I don't think it's going to work as well, but I'm just going to try it. I want to start basically consistently getting to the second overdrive and then trying to figure out how to survive that onslaught. Either we summon a shield or something. I still think I like the Silence Grenade here to start. Energize. Okay. So we're gonna set it off like this. Get off to a bit of a quicker start. Okay. That's that. This time I think it's worth trying the Dark Buster anyway. Yeah, we guarantee that Lulu gets another chance at it here. Do a bit of that. Now the question is Smoke Bomb or we keep attacking. It's only early days, it's only attempt number 2, so we're just gonna keep hitting it here. Maybe we get lucky and it attacks Waka. Or if it does an Aero Spark, it doesn't matter anyway. Yep. Got a little bit lucky there, definitely. So we just go again. And already this is gonna pile on a lot of damage here. Only trouble with this run is that we have no overdrive. We've done a hell of a lot of damage. So this battle's very fast and furious, much like the first. It feels like it's on ×2 speed, even though it's not. Okay. I really should keep Waka out there. Bit of evading counter. Right, let's give it a go. See who survives. Science Purify does happen. I missed it last time. Man. Yeah, we definitely need like some kind of Null Blaze before this happens. Wait, what happened to Thor's hammer? There's no Thor's hammer in this one? I was already just like, I stopped looking, I was like rubbing my eyes, I thought like this fight's already over. I didn't realize what happened there. So you use Tri-Fire, then it used Penta Thundara. Like, the amount of moves it gets when it has that second overdrive is a bit confusing. I need to have another look at that. I wasn't paying enough attention. Yep. It's that Energize and what it does to the CTB. That's one of those bits that's just really tough to deal with. So Lulu literally had 2 turns back to back, and then Riku had a turn. But then Energize just comes and destroys all of it. So that did not work so well. Yeah, I think we're going to kind of need to start rethinking how we tackle Dark Ixion here. Let me get back into the fight one more time. I'm going to take it a bit more slowly this time and really try to have a look at the situation. Now, are there any more statuses that I can put on here that would be useful to me? That's another thing I'm thinking about. I mean, there's no way to afflict curse, right? Delay Buster. Maybe we can kind of combine... Yeah, maybe we can combine Delay Buster with putting haste on it. Can deal with that counter attack, that's not so bad. Do this. Now Lulu comes in. And now hopefully we shouldn't be seeing Energize again. And I still want that unit overdrive to try and deal with the second overdrive. Although it just uses so many moves, I don't know how I can deal with it, but we'll try. Ouch. And now the quick pockets. Yeah, the fact that it won't basically counter any of these with Energize just already feels like a nice move to me. Delay Buster. Nice. Yeah, doesn't have an answer for that either. So this is a nice way to kind of, even if it's hasted, we get our turns back to some extent by using Delay Buster. So we're trying to still continue to basically win the race here. So we're going to let someone die here. Okay, fine. Riku comes in again. Quick Pockets again. That's why we have Quick Pockets, to come in and just do little slick moves like that. Okay. I think this time I'm actually gonna deliberately Dark Buster here. Just to give myself another chance to... Oh, it didn't work. Damn it, I forgot that it was that one. My plan was to then Delay Buster, but... Hold on. Unfortunately, she can't get another Quick Pockets in. Would have been nice. But this delay buster thing's working nicely. I can definitely work with this. I think that would push it to overdrive. Evade encounter. So it charges even from the counter hit like that? Sheesh. Okay. Okay, so what if I'm in this situation now? Does that help? I think I've got to use the smoke bomb here just to try and stay alive. Let's see what happens here. Let's Brutify. Try fire. Yep. See, now it's Thor's hammer. I swear I saw like a penta. Oh, it's purely elemental. Purely elemental. Very interesting. Very interesting. I assume this is going to fill up Riku's overdrive. Yep. Are we basically saying that like Riku solos the rest of this fight? As long as she keeps it in darkness, I think she can pretty much solo the rest of the fight. Maybe that's what you do. Yeah, she never gets 2 turns against it though. Just think we haven't done enough damage to like eke it out using Riku. Wonder how much that does. I forgot what I can customize with it, otherwise honestly I'd consider it. I forgot if these are capped if you have a break damage limit weapon. Yeah, I found myself in a bit of a weird position here. Like for the next attempt I'm already kind of in a better place now. I know that since Thor's hammer can't kill us, if we have null shot, it's not too bad. Yeah, I just don't want to use up stuff of this level, like amulet and that kind of thing. It's too much. So honestly, like, other than like sitting and waiting, I'm not sure what I can do. Because the others will basically never get a turn, I think. Let's see. I can still use Arrow Spark. I see. I forgot about that one. So I got lucky there, but this means that Riku can't solo this. Yeah, they both have even HP, so they can't come back with anything. Yeah. Okay. So the one thing this does hinge on is making sure I do enough damage to myself. I think the last time I did fire it wasn't enough, right? This might be very silly, but I forgot on Besaid. Yeah. Should have been Fire. I swear I used a Fire on Yuna. It got her down to critical, and then I used a Fire on Lulu, and then she needed a second hit or something. I swear that's what happened. Whatever. But we learned something very useful in this fight. So I think for this version, we're going to really go elemental here. Only problem being she doesn't have null blaze, so I've got to watch out. Honestly, Kimari might be a good candidate here because he can cover all 4 elements. Yeah, this puts Waka in a good position. Okay. Yeah, he's got Null Blaze and Null Time. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can get these guys into SOS HP ASAP. So it's going to be a completely different approach now. But this is the fun of it. I'm still going to stick with Comrade for now because when Arrow Spark hits, it's still going to do a lot of damage and charge up the overdrive. Right, now I need to get to SOS HP like ASAP. How do I do that? Let's just start with this. Basically for Yuna and Kimari, they need to die and be revived. So yeah. So now Yuna will come back with SOS HP. Those. Right, she killed herself last time. Let's do it right this time. Yes. Alright, let's try and speed back up a bit here. Wow, that's very lucky. Now. Basically, I generally want to get Tidus out of there, but he's really far back now. Yeah, because she's got magic booster and stuff on as well. I have no idea how much damage she's going to do to anything. She'll do like quad 9 to Ixion, but I don't think it's worth it. Just going to wait here. Right, let's get this on. Yep. Double Demi. And I think now I'm going to try and get Kimari in instead of Tidus. This does kind of help, to be honest. No, not Mega Phoenix, and she has Alchemy, so she's not the person to do this. What we're gonna do is normal Phoenix down on Yuna. Weirdly enough, she has no overdrive. I'm gonna do this so that I can potentially fill up some more overdrive. Okay. Let's see. This should fill up Yuna's overdrive. Very quick now. I think now we're going to have the problem of they're just going to keep getting gunned down. I think this can definitely work, but we need to really set it up nicely. This is just going to keep happening. And this is because they don't have odd-numbered HP. And more the darkness is gone too. And then arrow spark and then I die. Okay. Alright. There's definitely a strat there, but we need better preparation for this. I need people that are going to come back with SOS HP. How do we get HP plus 5%? That's what potions are for. That is what potions are for. Okay, now we're talking. So, now... literally gonna build a strat like this. We're gonna spend the fight in SOS HP, basically. Yeah, no alchemy, no bullshit. Yeah. Well, okay. He doesn't have odd HP. He can't have odd HP? Yeah, okay, fine. Didn't work for him. It depends how much HP they have, at least. It's funny because he's the one character I wanted because he can do a delay buster. So I wanted him to be able to come back like that as well. So this one was a little bit of a waste, but it's fine. But for these two at least, it could definitely work. Alright, here we go again. Let's begin. Double cast. Fire. Thinking maybe it's enough. Let's see. Right. Okay, we're going to kill some time until Lulu can get rolling. So I'm going to switch back to this one. I still think something like a boosted Fire Argo on Lulu is probably going to kill her, so it's not worth it for now. These reflexes are just in case darkness runs out. Lulu and maybe Yuna have a chance of evading. Right, here we go. Yep. I think we take a chance here. Get the extra damage. Okay. Yeah, since we know Aerospark is coming anyway, every time Aerospark happens, like, someone's overdrive is going to charge significantly. I think we can live with that. Let's see. Yeah, Lulu's the only one who doesn't have haste. She's obviously the big damage dealer here. I think just to be able to use Delay Buster, I'm going to try to get Tidus involved. Had to be Yuna, of course it was. Go again. I think we just copycat here. So this is the first time that we're going to be able to negotiate this next overdrive. And hopefully still have everyone intact afterwards. Only problem is once darkness runs out, I'm a bit worried. I don't want to keep spamming smoke bombs, it's going to be a little bit much. It's Yuna again. For God's sake. I think I should probably still copycat again, honestly. Yeah, this is the lowest that we've managed to get its HP so far. Okay, now the darkness is gone. I think honestly, I should have changed this weapon. I should have changed it back to this guy. But for now, just to buy me another turn. Yeah, at least if Waka gets hit, it's going to be full overdrive for Yuna. Waka will no doubt get hit here. Yeah, Dark Blast is gone. Let me have a quick look at the mixes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to mix together a map and thinking maybe a silver hourglass. I think we're going to mix a map and a grenade. Do we have any grenades left? Yeah, we do. Okay. I assume the mixes are the same as vanilla, no? Right. Oh, even sign is fruitifying? Interesting. Okay. Tyres has haste, but he's going to get taken out, so let's just have Yuna do this. Nice. I wonder what happens if it gets a third overdrive. I think maybe if you let it get a third overdrive, then you're going to be in seriously big trouble. Maybe you don't want to mess with that. Basically, I'm just trying to get Waka up. But I think it's going to be Aerospark next. So someone's definitely dead. I think I kind of have to leave someone dead. Wish I knew how much HP it had left. Basically, someone's definitely dying after this turn. Alright, let's see what happens here. Trying to see if I can get Lulu another overdrive. Yeah, I think it's Waka. That worked out pretty well. Damn, all of the stuff's gone already? Hazardous Shell doesn't last very long. Shit. For 4 rounds. It's already been 4 rounds? Holy crap. That went by fast. Okay. Just wondering if it's a normal attack or if it's Hepta Thundaga next. But whichever the case may be, Waka's dead. Like, basically it feels like no matter which way you spin it, Waka's dead. So, yeah. I feel like particularly with this fight, it just seems really hard to have everybody stay alive and contribute to the fight and all of that stuff. Like, it really doesn't feel like Auron's fight this time. Because he can't tank anything, he's very slow, and he's not accurate, and he doesn't have any magic. So it's like getting him to contribute in this fight just seems like kind of an extra obstacle that's kind of pointless. So, I think I have to try the Grand Summon here. I think Tri-Fire is deliberate just to make sure that no Aeon can kind of tank it. Which would be quite smart. Trying to think what my... If the next move is a Hepta type thing, then I think I'll be alright. I'm just thinking, because even if I summon an Aeon, I don't think the Overdrive's going to do enough damage to kill it, so there's kind of no point. So I'm going to bank on the next move being some Hepta stuff. So we're going to switch to this, and we're going to hope for the best. It was not. It definitely was not. Fine. I mean, I'm doubtful that it's going to be exactly the same sequence. But I think it's worth a look. Just mix another hazardous shell, but it would already be gone by that time. Okay, let's find out. This is going to be the third time it's going to use an overdrive. It's the first time we've seen 3 overdrives actually in our Dark Ixion fights. Let's take a look. Try fire. It's the same. Thor's hammer. Okay. So expecting like a Zanmato if it gets the 3 overdrives. Okay, we're good. Right, that's a big relief. That's a big relief. Okay. How about delay buster for you, Buster? How quick are you? Quick enough is the answer. I think for this one I'm gonna Mega Phoenix because neither of them are gonna come back with odd HP. So we might as well just do this. I'm trying my best not to use another smoke bomb here. I could really need it for something else, so just do my best. Question is, Lulu Fury? Like Waterga Fury? Something along those lines? Or are we still not close enough and really it's more of a Demi-Fury situation? And well, I think either way, I think we survive in terms of, like, if this doesn't kill it, which I'm doubtful that it would. Even if it kills Waka and Tidus on the next turns, the third one's probably going to be Hepta Thundaga, so we probably survive either way. So I'm going to see if it's possible to try and finish it off with a Waterga Fury. I'm doubtful here, but... Oh, managed to get 9 of them off this time. But that's very little damage, unfortunately, as you can see. Like 25k. Oh, but it was enough. Wow. And I did it with everyone intact. Nice. It's always a nice little feather in the cap if you can do it with everyone intact. So yeah, Auron didn't get a turn, for example, in this fight, and I think neither did Kimari, but hey. Whew. There it is. So it was nice because it required a bit of a different approach. So I enjoyed that. Whew. Nice. And a variable steal for Tidus. I feel like the weapons are borderline useless, but fine. We're going to move it along. We've still got a lot of work to do, a lot of things to try and defeat. I would say that went fairly well, honestly. That could have been way worse. But yeah, it's funny that this made an appearance. Thankfully it's very easy to customize, so it wasn't as big of a problem. But yeah, good 2 fights there, and I think it's nice because the strategy that I used for fight 1, it just didn't work as well for the second fight. I really had to deal with that overdrive, and so finding a way to deal with it, I'm sure Karifean would be happy because basically I'm sure he kind of doesn't like players bypassing certain things. So if you can beat the first Ixion fight without ever seeing the second overdrive, obviously that's a little bit of a bypass, but obviously with the second fight, you pretty much have to see how it's going to play out, and you have to come up with something a little different. So in that sense, I think it worked out pretty well.